It's touring season, and as festival season approaches around the world, both A-list artists and average artists use festivals to reach their audiences and new audiences. And I have 4 reasons why this is not necessary for Nicki Minaj as the seasoned performer she is. Welcome back to another bArBoLoGiE session where we dissect all things Nicki Minaj and the Barb's fan base. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's have a quick business meeting with the queen. Nicki Minaj knows what her fans do or don't like. We don't like festivals. Festivals are for artists with casual fan base or a combination of casual fans and cult-like fan bases such as Travis Scott and Lil Uzi Vert. Nicki Minaj and the Barbs have a deep relationship. At festivals, artists perform their biggest hits and latest songs. Nicki's fan base is deeply knowledgeable and passionate about her discography. One of the reasons I think A-list artists go to festivals is to offset the responsibility and cost of production. I think a lot of big artists do festivals now because it's mutually beneficial for both them and the festival. It's beneficial for the festival because they have a big headliner with a big name and a big audience, or a big casual audience, so they can sell out along with all supporting acts on all stages. On the other hand, it's beneficial to the artists because they can offset the production responsibility and costs that they may not have to pay for at a venue, and other responsibilities that come along with putting on a show in an arena while still making a big buck, or even more than an arena show could gross, with at least 1 million coming in for that night. For artists with cult followings like a Playboi Carti, a festival could benefit him because although he has a core fan base and a dedicated one, he shares a lot of fans with other artists that are similar to him. However, with Nicki Minaj, she has a core fan base that is dedicated to her but are also not the typical festival crowd. Playboi Carti's fan base prioritizes turning up, while Nicki Minaj's fan base prioritizes both their safety as well as the artist's safety. I've even heard older OG Barbs say that they will never attend another festival even if it's in their hometown. Also, fans should make informed decisions based on the track record of the artist they're supporting, so some artists who perform at festivals, their show is the same whether they're performing at a festival or at an arena, but for Nicki Minaj, you might have a better experience at an arena show, which is commonly known amongst the fan base. So I'd rather all of us invest our time and energy into shows that have their own venues so that fans can be comfortable with assigned seatings and the artists can be comfortable with having space and everything that they need to manage the production that they have in store. Another reason is safety hazards. I believe Nicki Minaj cares deeply about her fans more than the average artist. With Nicki's close relationship to her fan base, once again, I think she knows what we do and what we don't like, and I think she understands the chatter and concerns about our safety at festivals, and I really hope that she uses the festival circuit as a way to build her resume and then move off of it at some point, perhaps after 2025, at least in the United States. So let me break that down for you. Nicki Minaj did not start heavy on the festival circuit until about 2022, when she headlined the Wireless Festival in London and Rolling Loud in New York City, and she became the first female rapper to do so without a supporting act or a co-headliner. It's my hypothesis that Nicki Minaj is using these festivals as a resume builder, just to say that she has experience doing it, and as the reasons I've listed earlier, it makes her life easier when it comes to performing. However, moving forward in the United States, I hope that she moves away from the festival circuit after her current tour run, perhaps in 2025, because she has the festivals locked in and under her belt. However, Nicki Minaj is not a festival artist, and she does not need festivals in order to sell out arenas, because at the time of this recording, she has probably already sold out about 15 arenas consecutively on the Pink Friday 2 World Tour, and that's without any supporting acts being announced, and that's with the most tickets being sold during the pre-sale week back in December of 2023. Now let's talk about Nicki Minaj in overseas territories for festivals. It can help building a fan base, but I feel like she should stick to festivals in Eastern European countries because I'm not sure how dense the Barbs are out there. For example, in Western European cities like London, Manchester, the demographic of Barbs out there is heavy. She can sell out arenas multiple times like she's doing on this world tour, and I actually challenge her to book an arena in East Europe just to see how it goes. I just want Nicki to have that experience audience where you know that the fans in that audience are there for you and only you. And that's how I want to feel when I'm in the arena as well. I want to be surrounded by core barbs who love falling for you just as much as they know Starships and Moment for Life. Festival culture is also different in Europe, where fans tend to care for each other's safety a bit more than in the United States. If someone needs help or is too intoxicated, it seems like Europeans, or just anywhere but not America, people anywhere with not America, will actually take the time to help each other out so that you're not left for dead. And so in America, it's hard to know who needs help in a big crowd, especially for staff members at a festival. At the time of this recording, Nicki has at least 5 festivals booked this summer in Europe, and it makes sense if there's not a dense crowd of barbs like there is in London, Manchester, or Paris. So I also see Nicki doing festivals in different territories because she wants to visit as many countries as possible. So I can see this happening in countries like Australia, New Zealand, and continents like Latin America, South America. Nicki is also planning to go to Africa, and I can see her doing a festival there as well. However, territories like Australia, Africa, and the Caribbean, there is a dense crowd there who are fans of Nicki Minaj, so I don't think that she would need to be a part of a festival in order to sell it out. But once again, it might be more feasible to do that so that she can share the responsibility of production and the cost of doing so with the promoters who are putting the festival together and are booking her to go out there. Now, some fans want Nicki Minaj to do stadiums next, but I don't think it's necessary for me personally. First of all, speaking of stadiums, it would be epic to have a joint YMCMB tour, Young Money, with Nicki, Drake, and Wayne, and have Tyga as an opening act and whoever else y'all love in the comments. They could do stadiums together, but I'm just not sure how that would work out for Nicki Minaj alone in super dense territories like the Midwest, where most of her core fan bases in the West Coast, the South, and in the East Coast. So as you guys can probably tell, I absolutely hate festivals. I think they are not safe at all. I have seen the biggest artists at festivals, Nicki included, Travis Scott, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Uzi Vert, and they are super dangerous. And I just want the barbs to all feel safe, and I also want Nicki to feel safe. And every time Nicki does a festival performance, it's always something happening, you know, like a malfunction, the weather, and I would really love to not have to deal with any of those things so that we can all have a smooth performance and have fun, because she deserves it, right? Like, she works very hard, and I don't feel like she needs to share her audience with all these big festivals. So as I said before, she has done it, she has conquered it, she has headlined festivals in both in the US and abroad, and I would love to see her just focus on arena shows and maybe even stadiums one day. But there has to be a lot of things that happen before we even get to the stadium level. So I want to hear about your experiences and what you guys think of this situation. Are festivals necessary for Nicki Minaj as the performing artist she is? You know, do you guys like festivals? Would you like Nicki to focus on arena or festivals more after she's done with her 2024 festival run? Definitely let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for listening to the end. Please make sure y'all like this video and subscribe to the channel for more business meetings with the queen.